Hello everybody and welcome to a very long overdue episode of Taff's Words. I've been quite inactive with this. I do apologise for that. Apologies to my sponsors as well, because obviously they paid money to be obviously to get the exposure on these videos. So it's just with work and all the goings on over the county, it's just been manic, to be honest with you, and it's been a really difficult period to actually get the time to do this sort of thing. But then with the summer coming up now, I'd imagine I'm going to end up having a lot more free time on my hands. Even now today, I mean, the only time I'm able to actually make time to do this kind of thing is whilst I'm driving around. So this is why I've invested in the new phone stand. Now you can obviously notice that it's at a different angle, and it's actually a much better one as well. And to be honest with you, even when I have been driving around, other times that I could have done a video, I've been making work-related calls or county and Amber Army related calls. It's just been bloody manic. But I'm not going to waste your time talking about all my personal shit, to be honest with you. So it's time we got into business, and there's been an awful lot to talk about, I know. Obviously the battle for the playoffs, the form that took us to the playoffs, you know, the last game of the season where we nearly lost out on the playoffs, and then 86th minute equaliser that got us back into it, and then praying Exeter didn't score a late goal against a weakened Forest Green team, and we got through at the playoffs. And at which point, I don't think there's any county fan out there that if we'd lost to Mansfield would have been disappointed. Obviously you'd have been gutted, oh yeah, it'd have been nice to go to Wembley again, but you know, you just lost to the team with the third highest budget in our league when we're the third lowest. And we got to the playoffs, and that in itself is a massive achievement and represents great progress for the club on the field. Hopefully now, with the additional income that we've made from the cup run and the season that we've had, we'll see improvements being implemented off the field as well. So going to Wembley, Mansfield was unbelievable. I will admit that we were quite lucky for once with refereeing decisions. I mean, referees have been cocking us up all season, and they say it swings and roundabouts. Well, that evens it out for me then, because O'Brien probably should have walked, and it probably wasn't a penalty. Although the goalkeeper did go flying out, and personally I do think Joe Day may have got the ball. But then you can't guarantee that though, can you? I mean, at the end of the day, Mark O'Brien would have had to not bring Tyler Walker down for us to ever really know if, you know, the goalkeeper would have got the ball. And perfect timing for a work-related call to come in. So let's shut this phone down in a minute, if I can. There we go, happy days. Right then, so where were we? Right, so we've beaten Mansfield. Penalties, we never do it the easy way. All season we've done it the hard way, and it's been mental. You know, it's been a mad long season. It's been great. It's been absolutely great. The cup run was amazing. We've had some great away days. We've had some great results at home. We've beaten some really good teams. We beat Mansfield, we beat Bury, we beat Lincoln at home. And as it turned out, we were only 8 to 10 points from finishing in a top 2 position, you know. I think there's only about 10, maybe 10 to 12, I think. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what Bury were on, but it wasn't far away, and we weren't, and obviously we weren't too far away from MK Dons, and we weren't far away from where Mansfield finished. So I just think it's a great achievement. And now Wembley, I mean, if for once, right, people are going to really get behind this club from Newport, this is going to be it. And it's not going to be just for the day trip, but it's going to be for good now, because we bloody need it, you know. I mean, if we get into League One, we're going to need that extra support to keep up with the extra costs of being there, because the extra cost of being in League One will be represented by such things as the need for better players, which will come at a steeper wage, of course. The thing is, we're not even going to think, obviously we've got to, people who have to will plan for League One. As fans, we've just got to think, let's go to Wembley, let's enjoy our day, and if we come away as winners and we're in League One next season, excellent, absolutely over the moon with that. If we don't, what have we really lost? I mean, promotion was certainly not an objective of ours at the beginning of the season. As the season progressed, it became an achievable goal, shall we call it, because of how good we were playing. Then we had our dip in form. We then had our cup run, which saw, you know, an even further dip in form, and then from there, then we just smashed it the last few games, and there's always a surging team. And I thought someone like Crewe or Swindon, someone like that were going to be, or Northampton could have potentially been that surging team, but it turned out to be us. It turned out to be us, and we just absolutely smashed it at the end of the season. I mean, there's still results I was disappointed with. I mean, what was it we did? We drew. Who did we draw with at home? And we should have beaten them. Can't think now. Oh, that's gonna do me. That's gonna do my head in. And then losing to MK Dons after we should have beaten them was disappointing. Drawing away at Macclesfield was a disappointment, and drawing against Morecambe was a disappointment because of the bar that we've set. But it didn't really matter to anybody because we got there. You know, we got to that playoff place, and it didn't really matter. I mean, Podrick Hammond and Jamil Matt have had an unbelievable season of scoring goals. Everybody who's played a part this season has done something to help us achieve that. So we should always be thankful to them for it. I mean, we're going to have a great day at Wembley. We're going to make a load more money. We would have already made a lot of money through having our games on Sky. First time in bloody 6 seasons that we've had any League 2 matches on Sky, and it's not even been a regular season one, you know. But no, I mean the playoffs obviously would have brought more money in. Obviously, we would have made money from our home tie, which was not far from being a sellout. And then, of course, as I said, the TV money, and now our share of the gate at Wembley. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be a great share, to be honest with you, but it is going to be a good one because the prices are high, and people are willing to pay it. Thankfully, I mean, whether that's a right or wrong thing, that's not the point I'm trying to make, really. The point I'm trying to make is basically the money coming into the club is going to be big, and you know, it's going to be great. I mean, if we do get to League One, we've got some money behind us to invest in a couple of extra, you know, better players. And if we stay up after the first season, then, you know, we've got a platform then to start building on. You know, we're going to have people turning up, you know, who've never turned up before because, you know, we're in League One now. I mean, we got to get there first, of course, you know, but you know, you can't help but dream, can you? I think, you know, it's a step towards the top, like, you know. I mean, obviously, ideally, we would be a Premier League club. I mean, Swansea did it, Bournemouth did it, Hull did it, you know, come from the division we're currently in and ended up getting into the Premier League at some point. So, as long as the support that is there, as long as things like, you know, we get a proper stadium, you know, as long as we got the right manager, the right recruitment process, a good youth academy, there's no reason why we can't do what those clubs I just listed have done. You know, and this is the first step since 2013 that we would take if we got promoted. I can't help but allow this to go through my mind, you know. So we'll see what next Saturday brings. Oh God, long day at work, guys. Long week at work. Thank fuck it's Friday. Anyway, I'm gonna kick a couple more of these out. Hopefully before we go up to Wembley, you know, if there's more talking points, hopefully there'll be an update on the fitness of certain players like Labardi, for example. I know Matt and Hammond look like, you know, they've been struggling in the last few weeks. So hopefully we're going to go with a fit, fighting and fresh squad, ready to go and smash it. So we'll wait and see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If there's any points that you think I've missed or you'd like for me to talk about, feel free to drop me a line, drop a message in on the comments just down below, and I'll be sure to pick it up in the next blog. Also, for those who are speculating over a singing section, I was told that it's doable, but then at the same time, I've been told now that the only way it's doable is to basically everybody pay their money into one pot and then buy all the tickets together. So I think that's going to be far too complicated for us, so I think we're going to have to give that one a miss, but I'm sure everybody will find each other when we finally get into that ground. So yeah, thanks all for watching again. We'll see you at Wembley. Cheerio for now, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like, Make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again, make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.